Hey, welcome on in. Sit down, grab a cup of coffee or hot cocoa, and relax to Snow Plowing Simulator, but this time in 1.0. So originally I did about 3 episodes in early access just to showcase off the game, and I have to admit, it was pretty chill. It was a pretty good time. You build up your business, and with that you get better tools, you get better resources, better clothing to help withstand the elements, and there's a little bit of a surprise when it comes to a certain Yeti or Bigfoot that you may or may not be solving a mystery for. So with that, I decided let's jump into 1.0 and see what full release has in store for us. And with that, you could pick fun, realistic, or extreme. I'm just going to do realistic. I think overall, the graphics are pretty nice. We have a fridge now. In the refrigerator appear and are stored all the purchased power-up. From there, you put them in your pocket to take with you. And here you could put them out of your pocket to free up some translation issues here. But overall, what it used to be is that you used to just store food in your inventory, because as you're outside and as you're working, you're burning calories. And you really need to replenish those calories. So they have it where now, instead of just putting it in your inventory and then it taking up room there, you could store it in the fridge, and then whenever you need it, you just go ahead, grab it, put it in your pockets, I guess, and then go off with it and enjoy a nice sandwich or something whenever you need it. On the map, you can review the tasks to be completed and learn about the area. It is not used for teleportation. Remember, too, that at any time you can recall the world map, where you can find more information by pressing the standard M key. Okay. Well, one thing I was hoping for, but they didn't... Well, they kind of did it, actually. They did update some of these images. Because I did mention in early access that a lot of these were just like ipsum lorem fill-in templates, and you can still see it here, right? Like mechanic car surface logo. But these were like for like the LA Police Department at one point, but it looks like they actually updated it for snow plowing solutions and stuff like that. So cool. I appreciate that. Save the game. Oh, you save it here. Okay, that's interesting. Oh yeah, that's right. E is inventory, which I would never have guessed. Yeah, some interesting pictures, to say the least. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be doing this all day. In the medicine cabinet, you will find medicines bought from the online store. To use the medicine, just click on it. Yeah, so because of the temperatures, you can catch cold and get sick, and that means you really can't work well. And so you could take medicines to help with that. So it has like a very, very light survival element to the game. Very, very light, but it's interesting. It's nice to see someone play around with it a little bit. Oh, yep, I'm going to keep hitting E. E and F are like the two primary keys for interacting with things, but this is just a mouse click. All the information that appears on the screen is stored, and the number next to the icon indicates how much of this information is... Okay, thank you. Alright, so we clear the path. You can also turn off the pop-ups or limit the number of pop-ups. I just figured because we're just jumping in for the first time for 1.0 that we get the full experience, and boy, howdy are we. Okay, so they added a few more things around the building. A trailer is a very functional tool for transporting smaller vehicles. In order to attach it to a vehicle, it must have a suitable hook installed. Okay. Shipments, so we can order and we'll have them dropped off. So they'll be dropped off somewhere around here. Now let's see. We are currently wearing a thin sweater. We have 5 pockets, I guess. We could see the temperatures that we're comfortable in. Waterproof, no. But breathability, some convenience. Reflective elements, no. In the computer, you will find software to connect to the online store where you could buy tools, which you will be able to manually clear snow from your property. Plows connected to various vehicles, clothes so you don't freeze, power-ups, extra equipment, or medicine if you get sick. Hot coffee or tea will keep you warm when you get too cold. So you have to worry about temperature, you have to worry about calories, but they're not super daunting. Like when I played this, at least in early access, it was not terrible. You could get a fair amount done before you really needed to take a break or get out of the snow, get out of the weather. Guess we'll get the shovel. Gonna be a while for the plow. Shops and restaurants providing power-ups are open at different hours. That's why the stock in the online store often changes, which is kind of interesting, actually. I kind of like that. Good to have the variety. So you can see how many calories you take in and how much space it takes up in your pockets. All right. Oh yeah, let's put two big old breakfasts in our pockets. Breakfast-eye in our pockets. 800 calories. Muffins take 1/10 of a pocket, so muffins, pretty good to rely on. Not the healthiest, but it gives you the calories you need without taking up a ton of room. Ooh, should we put ramen in our pockets? Is that ramen in your pants, or you just... Oh, never mind. Anyway. Hand cream. 5 servings of hand cream that protects against frostbite. 7 doses of cough syrup, 4 fever pills, tea. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Allows you to warm up quickly and gives a lot of energy. Ooh, actually, coffee. And cream, yeah. All right, well, we'll go with this so far and see what we get. We have universal tires on right now, but we can change them out if we wanted to. We could go spikes. Or chains, or winter. Ah, the social table. 99 uses of coffee. Heck yeah. 99 cups, I'll take it. Not all at once. Well, I mean, it depends on the day. So I think we're waiting on deliveries. Gates, wickets, and barriers. All properties where you will work are accessible only after your work is appreciated by the principal and he recommends you to the next person. Some properties, despite the recommendation, will still not be accessible. I have to pass all the... Oh. At each property, there's a letterbox at which you can check what task you have or report to the client about the completion of the assignment. Remember to perform your task to the best of your ability because your salary depends on it. Especially with additional assignments, accuracy is of great importance. All right, we got to do some shoveling, but first, stuff. Where's our delivery? So you see a bit of a map on the top right. Hey, there we go. And then we see directionals on the bottom. North, south, east, west. Oh, look how it's all wrapped up. It's adorable. No, I want to keep those in my pants. Wasn't something else supposed to be dropped off by courier, too? We still waiting? Okay, well, whatever. So Q highlights what you need to shovel. And let's see, to Alt right bumper? What? Okay. I'm getting commands for a controller. Yeah, there we go. Shovel. So you want to be careful of hitting things like rocks and curbs because it does wear down the durability of your tools. Because yes, of course, there is durability. But as far as I've found out, it took a lot to really start wearing down the shovel. And even then, there are still upgrades to the shovel that you can get soon enough where you don't even have to worry about the durability specifically of this shovel. And yeah, of course, we completely went the wrong way. That's fine. It's weird, though, because it used to be that you used to be able to keep it up, like keep it on, I thought. So you could always see the blue, but yeah, I'm not seeing it. Because, yeah, as soon as I let go of Q. All right, we're multitasking. Or hopping on one foot and chewing bubblegum. This is great. Anything can happen. Should light myself on fire, too. Make it really intense, you know? Plus, the fire helps keep me warm and melts the snow. Good old self-immolation, you know? Neighbors around me can grab marshmallows, have s'mores. Fun by all. Yeah, don't ask me where the snow's going. I have no idea. We're shoveling it. We're throwing it. It's melting in air. Because, you know, I have very warm breath. I always have to keep breathing. Okay. And again, it's one of those games where you definitely can just zone out. You know, if you've had a really rough, busy day and you just need to sort of, like, just get your mind off of things, then this can be a good one. It's consistent, for sure. It's simple enough. It's not like you're playing Dark Souls or anything, you know? Though, God, I want to see that now. The Dark Souls of snow plowing games. Ooh. Yellow Snow. A Dark Souls-like... Souls-like snow plowing game. Never trust the dark snow or the yellow snow. You know, it's been nice not having to deal with snow for the past, what, 10 years now, I think? Has it been 10 years? Oy. Yep, we're burning calories. We're putting in that work. Yeah, I haven't had to deal with snow, though, for like a decade now. And it's been quite nice. I have not missed it, to be honest. Not really thought about it. It is pretty to look at, but I don't like having to bundle up. Like, mind you, I don't like running my air conditioner like crazy during the summer and then having to pay that bill, because that sucks. But I also I don't like having to deal with people who don't know how to drive in the snow or still haven't learned after 20 years. And having to, you know, dig out my car and wear tons of bundles of clothes only to get super sweaty and blah, and dealing with that. Someone lost some money. That's probably mine because this is my building. Yay, I found my money again. But yeah, it's just, there are so many things where I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to deal with that again. I'm not a heat person either. I'm more like middle of the road, but I don't know, you can't really win, I feel like. It's either it's going to be extremely hot almost all the time. Well, not all the time. Like, the South, certain states, it's not really hot all the time. It's like 2-3 months of the year. It's like the hottest. And then it's like, okay, this is fine. But it's just getting through those months. When you're not dressed properly, yeah, you start losing temperature. You don't keep in the heat as well. Believe me, the shovel after this is so much nicer. It makes me go, man, when I lived in Massachusetts and Michigan, why didn't I have one of these? It's like a little shovel sled. It's fantastic. 10 out of 10 would recommend. day I'm shoveling, shoveling, shoveling. With each collision of a vehicle or tool, there is a minimal increase in wear and tear. Try to avoid them so they serve you as long as possible. Thank you for that. Don't drink and shovel, kids. How are we looking? That's pretty good. Okay, now how do I put away said shovel? Control. Hand. Yeah, we're good. Earned nothing because it's your own office. Congratulations, though, for not being lazy. You can buy a scraper. Yeah, the scraper. Oh, that's so good. Done. 100%. More clothes. Let's see, we have 2 different breakfasts in our pans. Should we add like a weird looking orange? Very digital looking orange. An apple. Tomato soup. I'm sure that would feel great in the winter. Chocolate cake. Got to put that in the back of the pants, though. You know, that's where the cake is. Okay. Cool. We did that. Little shovel, you're the one. This better be the scraper. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's saying little shovel had me concerned. Because that's the other thing that we bought. That we just used. Okay, can we leave now? I don't know where I put the key. Oh, son of a... Okay, if I was a key, I would be in my pocket, but that's not true here because I have breakfast in my pocket, so... I'm assuming it's buried under something, right? Like in the snow somewhere or something? Don't know where I lost the key. You know... This is my everyday life. And I'm seeing myself and I don't like this. Oh, okay, now we have to plow this. Now that we have the scraper. Look at us go. Easy snow for babies. Okay, baby cold. Baby cold. Stop it. The sound alone just makes me feel cold. Like, the sound is very on point. I will say. So, one of the problems, as you can see with using the scraper, is you have a big mound of snow now. Whereas with the shovel, it just kind of disappears. So you kind of have to play with it to get it to work in your favor, and even then, not always 100%. Oh yeah, here we go. Driving like a drink. All right. Well, I mean, we're clearing it out, but at what cost? Because we're going to have snow embankments now. We're going to have massive walls on either side of our driveway here. Ooh, now we're getting the rain as well. That really makes snow difficult. it just weighs it down so much more. It becomes more compact and just nastier to try to deal with. Great for making snowballs, though. More or less. Ooh, the thunder in the background. Yeah, from what I understand, with 1.0, your vehicle now gets dirty. There's a car wash. You also have some quality of life additions, some bug fixes, new artwork for the loading in screens, I think, or something, from what they said. So far, it feels the same. In the beginning, pretty much is on point from when I played in early access, except for the fridge. I think there are more pop-ups as well. Slowly but surely. Depending on the current state of the game and the action you are performing, you will have different functions available. Pay close attention to the list of available functions and the keys under which they are available. Yeah, this is probably the biggest issue, is dealing with this stuff for the scraper. It's like you start and you're like, oh yeah, this is great, and then you have this mound of snow in front of you, and then you're kind of stuck. I'm not really sure if there is a perfect technique in order to master this for this game. But, you know, you never know. Maybe there is. Maybe someone's tested it a million times. See, this is now Dark Souls. This is a Dark Souls boss. Told you. Trying to overcome the snow on your scraper. We're almost better off using the shovel, I feel like. Now we should find the keys to the truck somewhere underneath this snow. Somewhere. Yeah, I am not sure what to do with this stuff. We push on. I mean, maybe you clump it up and then you shovel it with the other shovel. Maybe that's the go-to. Let's try that. Hold on. So we got this shovel now. Nope. Still haven't switched over. There we go. Nope. We're now to hand. Come on. There we go. Okay, yeah, so I guess maybe the scraper, we just lump all the snow together until we hit 100% and then we shovel it. That seems to be the least annoying way so far. Look at us go. As fast as lightning. Ha. If lightning was in the snow, sopping wet, crying while singing to himself, then yes, yes. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think that is the way to go. Have the scraper push everything together. You're inadequately dressed when you start to lose temperature, and when you have a temperature below 36 Celsius for a long time, the likelihood of illness increases. Well, we're at 36.2, so that 0.2 is coming in clutch. Yeah, I can't imagine how many calories you burn doing something like this. I think something flashed in the snow. Mine? Probably is, actually. Probably the keys. Yeah, you have your truck. There's also, as they mentioned, different snow vehicles that you can utilize. Many different tools. A lot of plows as well. I actually didn't get a chance to test out a plow in early access, so if we get a chance, I'll definitely jump on it for this. But it is pretty expensive, though. And I'll be real with you, this is not even the hardest, like, task to take on. Some of the yards get really complicated. Them wrap around the house that you have to then shovel. And yeah, it gets pretty complicated. Because you're also going around different things and trying not to hit the house, trying not to hit, like, gazebos and stuff like that. Come on. There we go. The breakdown of snow in the game looks pretty interesting, and like the shovel marks, the shovel trails that it leaves behind and stuff, it's actually pretty cool. That looks quite good, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, if you're a perfectionist, this game can be probably a little frustrating as you try to get the little bit of blue, but you're hitting something. All right, let's go ahead and get inside. Weather station. Thanks to the weather station, you can see what weather awaits you and how best to dress to avoid cold. Ah, that's pretty cool. Alright. Let's go coffee. Do you want to drink coffee now? It will allow you to warm up and get some energy. Yes, please. Did we do it? Okay, yeah, 98. Oh, yeah. We warmed right up. Nice. So now we hit E. And didn't we buy breakfast foods? It says in pockets 0%, which I don't quite understand. Oh, did they automatically get put in the fridge? That might be it. Oh, it is in the fridge. Okay. When I brought this up last time, I thought it was already in my pockets, but okay. There we go. Nice. Okay. Ugh. Huh. Weird. I feel like something's here. My goodness. There we go. Here you can choose the music you want to listen to while you work. For now, the radio is only here, but someday you'll be able to buy a radio for your car or listen to music from your cell phone. Also, keep in mind that some songs are protected by the YouTube program, and you won't be able to share your gameplay on YouTube if they are played. Artifacts found during the game will appear on this board. Remember that all artifacts are important to unravel the mystery. Then we have wardrobe in here as well. I want to believe. Oh my goodness. Hi. Okay. Can I get a light? Where is there? Is there a light switch somewhere? Wardrobe. Yeti table. I'm not Yeti. I'm not Yeti. For all. Okay. Let's see. What? Storage 49. Warehouse storage room. PBR workflow. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Oh, there it is. Aha. Nice. Ah, even better. Yeah, I think during early access, I only found one artifact within the 3 episodes that I played. It was, I think, in the back. It was behind someone's house, behind their backyard, near a river, if I remember right. And you even see, like, the Yeti tracks and stuff, and you see that the fence was broken a bit. So then you can just follow the tracks down to the river. I feel like this is just a prequel to the game Bigfoot, which wasn't early access. I don't know if it still is. But it's where you would actually hunt Bigfoot. You could either do co-op versus AI, or you could do PvP, where a person plays the Bigfoot and the other people are the hunters. I was never able to get that game to work, unfortunately. I can never find my friend's server whenever I tried to play with them. Which was a shame, and I asked on so many different locations. I asked on the Steam forums. I shared like all the specifics of the issue. I shared it in their official Discord, and they never responded. I'm like, okay, well, then I guess I just won't play your game. That's fine. Oh, when we walked in here, the shovel disappeared. Okay, well, now we know. There we go. Our magical shovel of melting. How are we looking? All right, not too bad. We're getting there. Yeah, it was interesting because in early access, when I first started, I think episode 1 or whatever, when I got the scraper, I ended up like being able to get through this so quick. And then I feel like on episode 3, the scraper started leaving those big mounds of snow, and I'm like, what the heck happened? Because it wasn't doing it before. So I don't know if there was a change or a bug. I don't really know. But yeah, now you have to shovel those big mounds to really get anywhere. So it takes much longer. But then again, in a game like this, you usually want to make sure that there is some value add-on when you have people upgrade and get new tools. It's a weird balance. It's not an easy balance, because you have to make it where it's like, okay, it feels challenging enough and it feels really good when you do get an upgrade. But at the same time, you don't want it where it's like, okay, I'm either bored to tears or I've just lost interest because it's taking too long. It's always the difficult thing. Where is that perfect median, you know? Okay, what are we looking at? Yeah, I am not going to try to 100% this. I'm fine with passing. Yeah, driving in the game, too, gets pretty interesting because when there's a lot of snow on the ground, it actually does become difficult. But getting different tires can help, actually, with that experience, which is pretty neat. And then on top of that, also, if you have the plow, that's going to be a huge help. Let's go ahead and shovel this. Let's go ahead and finish up. Maybe. No. Hand. Oh, hand. There we go. 38 seconds. You know, I think there's something wrong with that. Alright, you finished the basic tasks. We've learned. We've been educated. Time to go out into the world. Let's see, but first, how much money do we have? Is it like 300 and some? 600? Okay. There we go. So as we can see here, we have better min and max temperatures. Oh, well, no, actually, better min temperatures. This has really good durability of 30% to, well, 0. Waterproof. No breathability, though, so I wonder if we'll burn through calories quicker or something because we'll be getting hotter. But then again, if we're getting hotter, we don't have to worry about us getting cold? Yeah, I don't know. But you know what? Sure. There we go. Oh, yeah. Hey, at least we have legs. Oh, I don't like this camera. Why is this camera this low? Can I... Oh! Wait. Oh, it's inverted. Oh, that's interesting. If you get stuck somewhere for good in a vehicle, you can always call roadside assistance. But let's hope that doesn't need to be a thing that happens. Let's see, is it here that we start? Oh, that's going to happen a lot. How do I get out of said truck? Oh, well, that's how we change the camera. See? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. Front lights, warning lights. Oh, that's neat. Roadside assistance. Oh, cool. Leave vehicle. Nice. Okay, cool. That's actually pretty neat. I like that. I like how you actually interact with stuff on the vehicle interface here. Like, this is really cool. Navigation. Ooh, okay. Something. Yeah, look at that. Too bad you can't leave your lights on when you exit the truck. Now, is this the place? I'm not sure. No. Okay, is it over here? Hey, all right. Clear the property thoroughly, Mr. or Mrs. and Mr. Smith. This is the first paid job, so put in the work. Okay, yeah, thanks for that. Let's do this. Here we go. Da 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 da. So for this game, in order to get additional work, you have to be recommended. So you have to go house by house by house to get the proper recommendations to then move forward, basically. And people will have you come back to their house because, of course, it's always snowing because, you know, it's winter here and we're in the mountains. And so you will have to go back and continue to plow, and there will be times where they will change the requirements of, their request. So all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, we want you to go all around the house now. We want you to do the driveway, things like that. Oh, this is another way of doing this, actually. Plow it up until you can't plow it anymore, then push it off to the side. That works, too. Let's see here. Alright, I'll take it. You actually have pretty good control of turning left and right when you're plowing. Or shoveling. And so that's really nice, actually. So you can change course pretty easily. You're not stuck just doing a line that you have to let go or anything like that. And you can shovel through the door. What you got in there? Whoa. Perspective image. Yeah, that's funky. Seriously, do you think the customer will accept the what? Excuse me? Oh, now you're showing that as blue? Okay, thank you. Better late than never. There we go. I've shared this story before, but I think it's always worth sharing because it's just wild how nature can become just truly something to deal with. But I lived in Massachusetts for many years, and there was a point, I think it was 2016 or 2015, we had a ton of snow hit. And it was so bad that snow mounds were taller than I was, and I'm 6'4". And I've never experienced that before. And the snow was so bad and so high that they had to take all the snow, take it to public parks, and then in the parking lots, they had incinerators, and they incinerated the snow to melt it down so that way they could actually have room to work. It is the wildest thing ever. They literally just set snow on fire, if you will, threw it in fire to melt it down because there's just so much of it. And of course they did it in the parking lots of parks because they figured, well, if we do it near the road, we're going to eventually create a lot of ice because that water is going to melt. And plus it's property that the city already owns anyway, so... And no one was playing in the parks either, because who really wants to go out when there's 10 feet of snow? And if there aren't any hills, it's not like people are going sledding there anyway, right? So they're not there for the swings, so I guess they figured that was the best bet. Okay, we're getting there. Go ahead and switch to the shovel. Not sure what we're hitting. Uh-huh. Okay, we're hitting something. What are we hitting? It's weird. It's like it goes red for a second, and then it's like, oh, it's blue. Weird. Okay, that wasn't too bad. We're getting the hang of it. You know, if you run around in this game enough, maybe it'll feel cooler. Because let me tell you right now, oof, it's like over 100 where I am, and yeah, that's pretty warm. Let's see. All right, and you want to try to, yeah, 98. That's fine. And $300. You've made some money. Always check the store for new clothes or tools to buy. And we got recommended to the doctor. Ooh, new tools. Okay, I'm down for checking that out. Trying to figure out where the doctor is. Like, whose house is whose? Is this one the doctor? No. It is the doctor. I have to get recommendations first, but it just said I just got recommended to the doctor. This is the doctor's house. Okay. You know what? Let's just go back to the office, shall we? Yeah. This is a cool looking truck. I've never owned a truck. I don't really feel the need for one, but it definitely looks cool. I do enjoy crossovers, though, in like smaller SUVs, because that's been handy for moving and for longer trips, as well as for when I ran a film company. Well, it was a digital media company, but we also did films and music videos. And so having that space for equipment was always really, really nice. Then, oh, wait, we can actually see ourselves. Look at that. Can't get, like, super close or anything, but hey, there we go. We've got a mustache. Look at us looking all cool and stuff. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Camera. That's at least the easiest way that I can figure out thus far. Little shovel. Oh, this is called Little Shovel 2? But didn't they also call it a scraper? Whatever. And then, oh, the basic. The basic, which is not so basic because it's an upgrade. Okay, so we do have to do a little more work here. Wheels are doing just fine. Oh yeah, you can see Little Shovel is only taking about 6% wear. 22% on the scraper. What is going on with that very skewed image? Here we go. Oh boy. Pain, suffering. Oh god, everything's fine. It's just like driving in really thick snow. The few, the proud. Well, let's see if that recommendation went through for the doctor. No, still nothing? I have to get recommendations first. Well, who... Can we go here? No. Okay. Huh. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, pickup. The doctor. Roscoe O'Keefe. Oh, small vehicle trailer. Okay, so that actually shows that. Hub Garage Prologue. And I'm guessing more houses show up maybe on the map? I would assume, because this can't be it. Because this is what it was like in early access. And I'm like, There's got to be more, like, right? Like, more opens up over time? I feel like that's got to be a thing. You can't hand over the job for the second time from the same place without a new order. Wait for some fresh snow or... Okay, I guess we're taking a nap at the hub. We'll just take the mileage off the truck like it never happened. Ooh, our eyes are just like dark circles, just demonic. Oop, okay. And yep, here we go. Challenge run. I need an old priest and a young priest. Are we good? There we go. The engine doesn't sound too good. It sounds very small for the vehicle we're driving, and it's not E. That's going to be an issue. Here we go. Mouse. Alright, let's take a nap, okay? It's been a busy day. It was all a dream. I will say the game does still feel like it's almost like it's still in early access a bit. But they do have, you know, a fair amount going on in the game, right? Between the different weather effects and how that impacts driving, for example, how that impacts the work that you're doing and how you're feeling and, you know, like temperature and all that. Durability. But yeah, it does just feel still a little bit like it's in early access. A little clunky, a little janky. But I still think, though, that if you're just playing it for yourself and you want a game where you can just chill and relax, this could be a good game for that, you know? Something to kind of zone out to. Though, I feel like there's an issue. So either we need to wait for more snow, which is like, okay, well then what do we do? But we either need to wait for more snow before the doctor needs our assistance, or this is bugged, because they said go to the doctor because you've been recommended. But yet, now it's saying that we still need a recommendation. So, there's that. You know what, let's go this way. Let's just real quick kind of take a look at the map. There does seem to be more homes, so it seems like there's more work to definitely do. But I'm guessing it'll just get unlocked once we do work for every home on this block. Not available for passing. You need to get recommend. Are you kidding me? So we can't even drive around the map without recommendations? Okay, that's interesting. Will we see the Yeti? More news at 11. Looked like there was a neighborhood over here. Oh man, that wind every time gets me. Just so frigid sounding. Yes, there are a lot more places on this map to work, you just need recommendations. The problem is that we're stuck on recommendations in the first neighborhood. Because for some reason it doesn't see that we got the recommendation for the doctor. So it's like we either wait for more snow to come in, so that way then the smiths need more work, or we kind of sit around drinking coffee, I guess. Which, I mean, really doesn't sound that terrible. Ooh, here we go. Oh, yep. Yep, look at us go. I don't know what's happening. There we go. The camera, not the best. As you can see. Oh, we're moving. Oh, look at that. Here we go. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna slide down. Don't mind us. Lovely weather. So where are we now? Okay, so we went all the way down we went this way. We went all the way up, around, down. Okay, so there are a lot of neighborhoods, but you need recommendations to unlock. And unfortunately, we're having issues where we're not getting the recommendation for the doctor. So we kind of have to wait for snow for Mr. and Mrs. Smith to want anything else, which is interesting. So, I don't know. All right, well, this is 1.0 thus far. Again, it's a little bit of a slow start, but it's meant to be a slower, kind of more zen, calm game where you're out in the wilderness and you're plowing snow, right? So it is pretty chill overall, and they've got some pretty good chill music and stuff too. So if this is something that you are interested in, the link is in the description section of this video. But thank you very much for joining me. It's been great to hang out with you as always. Hopefully you take care, and I will see you in the next episode.